This is Jay with Sugar Hill Sway. Dig this Super Tuesday intro, man. Hi, good morning everybody. We are on our way to the voting booth, or whatever you want to call it. We're on our way to vote. Today is Super Tuesday. Alabama and a bunch of other states have their primaries today. I want to encourage you, if you haven't registered to vote, please get registered to vote. And if you have registered to vote, please go and vote. I know some of you thinking, well, my vote don't really count. It's just one vote out of many thousands. But let me tell you a little story. We used to have a guy that was our county commissioner, and we knew him. I mean, we knew him. We didn't have any problems with him and everything. He was a good commissioner. I liked him. He was running for commissioner this particular election year. He was running for re-election. Anyway, me and my wife kind of just made plans to go after we got off of work, go and vote. Well, something happened, something came up and we couldn't get there. So we didn't get to vote. And that county commissioner lost his re-election. Yep, you guessed it. He lost by 2 votes. So me and my wife would have voted. He'd at least had to have a runoff with the between him and the other guy. But he lost it by 2 votes. I've always felt bad about that. So I always try to make sure that my vote counts and that I actually go and vote. Because no matter how insignificant you think you are when it comes to voting, you're not insignificant. You may be a little tiny, you may be a little tiny cog in a big wheel, but you're still a cog, still part of that cog. So still part of that wheel. So anyway, if you haven't registered to vote, please go register to vote. Even if you think differently than everybody else. That's why so many people are against this amendment number 1 here down in Alabama, because it takes away people's right to vote for a state board of education. Instead of being a voted office, it will be an appointed office, and people don't like that, including me. I just don't like appointees. I know they have to get vetted and all this stuff before they can actually get in the office, but I just don't like that. If what you're doing ain't working, fix the problem. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. But anyway, that's my little voting speech. Hope you get to go to vote. Alright, y'all. I went and voted. Went back to the house and picked up some stuff. I went and voted, and everybody's gonna know I voted. You know why? Because I got the sticker. I got the sticker that says I voted in the shape of Alabama. I wanted one that says I pooted, but they didn't have none of those. I think they're hiding them. Y'all, it is flooding this morning. I'm almost at the end, but it has done nothing but flood all morning long since I've been up. Heading back to the gym now. It's supposed to be flooding all day today. I think some tomorrow too.
got some last week. It wasn't as dry. I mean, it wasn't as rainy last week as it normally has been, but we needed some time for these rivers and creeks and everything to go down a little bit. All this water's backing up. That was a field. See the darn barbed wire fence going through it? It's just flooding. That's done nothing but rain. It's a mess. Yeah, there's another one down. I'm all cleaned up, PM'd and everything. I got some good news, y'all. The sun's supposed to come out tomorrow. Yay! Alright, y'all, we done with this gen. We're done with the preventive maintenance on that gen. Those are good people back there. I like them. That's not a bad gen. They do stuff to help you out. They're not afraid to work on their own stuff. They're really good people too. I have found out also that my little plastic toolbox that I carry in and out of the gym with me is a big old heavy chest. That's what it is. And it's got casters on it so I can lift it up, pull it in. It's about the size of a job box, not quite as big, but that's what it's used for. It doesn't seal up top. And it was slammed full of water. Well, it wasn't full of water, but it had probably an inch worth of water in the bottom of that darn thing. So I'm fitting to get rid of that, and I've got to search for me another metal toolbox, one that has an overlapping lid on top. Put me some casters on it and use that. I may wind up having to get a job box, but they're so expensive. I just didn't want to have to do that. But I may not have a choice. But while I'm here in Montgomery, I may do it in Montgomery here or in Troy, I don't know, but I need to find me another toolbox, see what we can find. I gotta be honest with you, I ain't never seen it rain like this, that it wasn't a hurricane or something come through, and I just came through some nasty stuff. Big old heavy, big old fat rain. It has rained. I mean, it has done some raining. When a hurricane comes through or a depression comes through and stalls out, it'll do that, but it'll rain like that. But man, it just did nothing but rain. Hard, straight down kind of rain. Look at him. This is the creek right there. How far it's backed up. All these lowland. Man. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that's an Alabama fan. I guarantee you he's no bigger Alabama fan than my mother is. I promise you that. Okay, I apologize for all the wind. It's bad windy out here today, but the sun is shining. Forgot what it looked like. Alright, this is the project for today. This is my old toolbox that I carry around, my little job box that I take out at the gyms whenever I'm doing like rebuilds and stuff. This is my old one. If you notice, all the junk in there, all this stuff has got to go into here. All of that junk can go into that junk there. The reason I'm having to swap is the last time, I mean, it has been raining so bad here in Alabama the past, I don't know, it seemed like a month. All the rivers are cresting around here, all the creeks are overflowing. I mean, it's just a messy junk. Well, this one, when I bought it, it was bigger than the one I had before it. And I wasn't paying any attention. See how this one, it's got this piece of weather stripping right here? This one doesn't. So it has been raining, and the other day when I started taking stuff out of this box, I noticed that about a, I don't know, 3/4 of an inch to an inch was full of water. So I had to drill holes in the bottom to drain all the water out. And so that's a mess. I'm gonna have to clean some of that stuff up, like my gear pullers and stuff like that. That's kind of rusty. But this one, gosh, it looks a little bit bigger, but I don't know if it is or not. It is a DeWalt. And it was a good price. So I wanted a metal one, but the metal ones were so expensive. And I'd had to do a lot of modification to get one, you know, to where I could wheel it on and off, because I like to pull it to a loading dock and wheel this sucker off, you know. So I'm gonna get all the stuff in this box, put it in this box, because that one is bad. It like leaks a lot and stuff around the rim, around the top. But this one's got a piece of weather stripping around it, so it ought to do a lot better job of keeping stuff out of it, keeping rain and water out of it. Plus, I got me 3 new locks. The only thing I don't like about this one is it doesn't have a box lock, like that there, that you can lock the box with. Now, I still use padlocks, but what I'm gonna do, this one has a place for 2 padlocks. What I'm gonna do is just put 2 padlocks on there. Well, it ain't gonna get moved by itself. Maybe she'll help me. Will you help me? You help me move his stuff? She said, no, I might hop up in there and crap in it for you, but that's about as far as I can go. Well, I got it all in there. I think this one's bigger than the other one. Need to tidy up my darn electrical extension cord there, it fits in there just right, and plus it seals up so the rain can't get in it. That's what I want. It's heavy duty. Heavy duty! Heavy duty! Alright. You know something? It's got these little handles on here. Here. On the other side. Shoot, you could bury somebody in that thing. Just like a casket. It's got them little casket handles on the top. You put somebody in that thing, lock it up, and bury them in it. Just a thought. Alright, before I do anything, I got some of those tools that were in that toolbox that I just cleaned out. Some of them had sit in that water for a good day or so, so they were rusted up pretty good. It don't take long to rust up anything. So I'm gonna try to just kind of clean the rust off of them. I'm not gonna put them in the electrolysis. I'm just gonna try to clean them off. But first things first, I got to clean up in here. This turned into a rat's nest. That's the first thing I got to do. I mean, look at all this. I got more junk in here. And of course, there's a cat laying over there asleep on the patches. Alright, we back down here. This is the camera. You can see the bungee cords right there. Camera's on the other side. This is the camera that I had the trigger set wrong week before last, and it when I went looking at it, it basically just stayed on like all night. And when the battery's down, I forgot to come back down here and put some batteries in. I was in such a hurry to get those other ones out, get those other 2 out on some of our other land over there, and I just forgot to come back to him and put some batteries in it, so batteries may be dead. Let's have a look. Because I know that it stayed on all night. Batteries are probably not going to be in good shape. Let's check and see. Yeah, that's what I thought. They dead as a hammer. We'll put some more batteries in it and put another card in it and see what we got. Maybe it caught something sometime. We back down here at the creek. I don't see a whole lot of action. Got some coon poop right here, but it's not gonna. We're not gonna have that much action with it raining as much as it has. Y'all see how high that the creek got? See those lines going? Oh yeah, my finger. Right there, and then right there, right on top of that. That's how high the creek got with that rain. I know you think I'm shooting that probably. I'm sitting here looking at it. It's probably 4 inches, probably. But it's enough to flood all this stuff. All this lowland, swampy land. I don't think it got up here, but it definitely got all this wet. I mean, all this has gotten wet. It takes a lot of rain, y'all. And the creek is, these creeks are the first thing to empty. They empty into the bigger creek, which empties into a river. It's a lot of rain. So I don't think it was a flash flood, but I mean, it flooded down here pretty good. It didn't crest the bank or anything, but it got wet down here for darn sure. So I don't know how much action we're gonna have. When it rains like that, we just don't have that much action because they don't move very much, just like us. People don't move very much in the rain either. All right, there's the camera. Let's see what we got, if anything. Need to fix that little washout right there. It's kind of suspect, what do you think? All right, y'all. We didn't get enough of it last week, so we brought the dogs back over here again. We're gonna let them run a little bit more. Let them have a good time, because they enjoyed it last week. We enjoyed bringing them over here. We was tired when it was done, but we enjoyed it regardless. So we back over here again. We're gonna see. We're gonna let them run. I'm gonna get those cameras that I set out last week. See if there's anything on them, because I've never had a camera over here before. We're gonna let them run a little bit. She'll be all right. She'll come back. It really washed here. This is worse. Yeah, this wasn't that bad. Had a little bit there and a little bit there before, but you didn't have all this. It washed pretty good right in here. Huh. All right, you get that camera. Yeah, see, that's what happens when it washes like that. See all that rain that we got? I'm over here. Did you tell see all the sand down there? This washed it all down there. This is a mess. Washed it all down here. Right there. All right. Need some folks to tell me what the crap that is. What kind of track is that? Put my foot down here for comparison. Scale. That. I don't think that's no bobcat track. That's big if it is a bobcat. There's no claws. I don't see any claws. So I don't know what it is. Alright, some of you outdoorsmen tell me what that is a track of. 'Cause I sure don't know. I think that once they get used to the light, they like it. They use the light to be able to see what's going on around them. I think they like it. They sure don't seem to be spooked by it anymore. But these videos were taken over just like one night. The rest of the time it didn't have anything on it. But man, I bet they were there for like 4 hours, I think. I mean, they're curious, don't get me wrong. They constantly looking at it, trying to figure out what it is, but I don't think they, I think they kind of like the light. Look at it. You couldn't run her out that truck now. You couldn't run her out the back of that truck. Last week when we come over here, you couldn't keep her in the truck. Now you can't get her out of it. That's gonna do it for this week. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Give Prissy a like. Got any comments, put them down below. That's all I got.